Wait until you see this, guys. This is literally among the worst I have ever seen. So as you can see, I wore this Freestyle Shark watch for 7 days in a row to gather my thoughts into a review for you. Here's some pictures of what it was like along the way. The Watch of the Week series has been running for about 2 years now, but I have never reviewed a watch quite like this one. So let's get into the pros and cons of this uniquely vibrant watch, and stick around to the end of the video because we're even going to try an upgrade / modification on the Freestyle Shark watch. So let's get started with the pros. These are the things that I love about the Freestyle Shark watch. First up, it's got to be these large legible digits which make viewing the time on your wrist a breeze. They've also made good use of the screen real estate, and if I tilt it a little bit so you can see everything that's on there, they've really left no space unused on that display. The second thing that I like is that despite this is an American watch, in the date format, you can change it to read day and then month. This is February 3rd, for example. So I quite like that. And as you see, when you're in the date menu, okay, it'll roll back to the time by itself after about 5 seconds or so once you've realized what day it is. Now, for my more regular viewers, you'll know how much I value screen protection, and one of my first instincts when I received this watch was to go and try and find a compatible size in my little box here of screen protectors. And I was getting a bit stressed because I realized it's a bit of an unusual shape and it wasn't going to fit. But then I went ahead and looked it up, and it turns out that this lens is actually not an acrylic lens like I suspected. It's a nice, resilient mineral glass lens, and they've mentioned that's to hold up to water sports activities. So I've got no issues thinking this lens is going to get scratched, especially since it's got this lovely bezel to protect it. Next up, I really appreciate that there is genuine screws on the bezel of this watch. Now that might not sound like much, but considering I mainly review Casio watches, I've got a couple examples over here to show you. For example, check out my W219H, which we reviewed here if you missed it. As you can see, those screws on the bezel are not real. They are purely for show. And the exact same thing is the case with my Casio WS1700H. Again, you've got these fake tri-wing screws, okay? Normally I don't mind that, but I know some people are really against that. And if you missed the review for this one, you can check that one out here. So it was a pleasure to see that these are genuine. I do plan on unscrewing this bezel later in the video, so stay tuned for that. And it really also allows all the more customization. Imagine, guys, there's already like over 100 of these designs and the different strap combinations you could do. Keep in mind that if you swap the bezel as well, that basically sets your possibilities to unlimited customizations with the Shark watch. Next up, I really like how firm and responsive these buttons feel. In my opinion, they do actually feel better than Casio buttons. And speaking of these buttons, I also feel that they scroll pretty nicely. So if I hold this down to set the time here, actually, I don't want to set that because that's already, let's set the alarm here. So if I go to reset this and start scrolling here, look at how nice and quick that is, very responsive. And then you can just let go whenever you're ready. So really like these buttons. Next up, I really love the backlight of the Freestyle Shark watch, and here is why. It is not too blinding, and it looks really cool at night in this blue color, and it gets the job done. But most of all, guys, check it out. If I want to adjust my alarm, right, we'll hold down the reset button here, we can then use the backlight without impacting what's going on. Okay, so every 2 seconds, you've just got to press that backlight to keep it going. I can scroll over and adjust the hours, and I'm completely able to do so. And that's a luxury to me because with Casio watches, this is never the case. Here's my W219H, for example, and if we go into the alarm menu here, if I wanted to adjust this, I have to use the light button just to turn that on. Now I'm in the dark, I can't see what's going on as I adjust this, and if I press the light button again, we've now swapped over to somewhere else. So it's a real pain to do so, and I really appreciate the design here by Freestyle. Next up, guys, it's the volume of the alarm and the daily chimes. I found it to be absolutely perfect. It was always loud enough to wake me up, as you saw in the unboxing video for this watch where we gave it a full test. Really love this alarm tone. Next up, guys, it is these straps and how incredibly comfortable they are in this nylon material. I'll put it on to show you. At the moment, we're currently wearing my Ghost watch, which we just revealed in a video for a modification to build this one. And this one has a really cool party trick, so make sure you check out that video here. But this, you know, there is a downside with these straps. I do find them a little bit hard to unclip, which we will touch more on later in the cons section. But once you get it on, it really is quite comfortable. And speaking of straps, I just had to go ahead and buy myself a set of matching sour straps for this watch, you know, just for market research purposes, as you do. And for anyone who remembers my review of the DW6900, this one just here, we did the exact same thing. We had to buy a matching candy. I believe it was Fizzes at the time. So make sure you check that video out too. Oh, there's all bloody sugar everywhere now. I also really like the countdown timer of this watch, okay? So in the unboxing video, we talked about how intuitive this is, right? You just press a button once and you've got some presets here, okay? So you can just go, oh yeah, 45-minute timer, 60-minute timer, let's start that. So this is a good thing and a bad thing. I will say that I found it to be quite convenient mostly, okay? I was on a walk with my wife and the dog Bubble, and you know, I had my 5-minute timer, and then once that had gone off, we actually went to get some food, and they said, you know, oh, it'll be 10 minutes till my food's ready. So what did I do? Boom, single button, guys. We've now started a 10-minute timer, and we know exactly when to go back when it's ready. So really quite a nice feature here. Next up, I really love the way this is designed in terms of a surf watch, which is a great use case for me as someone who plays beach volleyball in the sand. So they've really thought of everything here. I did take and test it to a beach volleyball game, and I did notice that no sand, surprisingly, got caught in the screws or bezel. But most importantly, over on the case back, guys, look, they've kind of recessed it here. So there really is not a whole lot of room for sand to get in. Now, I did take a photo of what it looked like before I had a shower after volleyball. And check it out. There was a little bit of sand that did get down there. But literally, straight after the shower, all of it was gone, guys. So really impressive design here by Freestyle for the sand resistance. And last but not least, it is the insane personalization potential with the colorways of this watch. Now, I've gone ahead with this vibrant one because I absolutely love transparent blue, but there is so many other colorways, guys, as we touched on in the unboxing video. I had Dr. Jinst message me. He owns a few of these, and he let me know that his favorite colorway was the Mojave or Mojave. I don't know, however you say it, but it's a lovely brown one. It looks really awesome. I had a bit of a scroll through the catalog, and there's, you know, some ones that jumped out to me was the Happy Accident, the Green Tea, the Granite Peak, and there's a lot more other manly colorways, guys. You don't have to get a bright one that's got pink on it like this. So overall, I found it really unique and refreshing to wear such a colorful watch. If you would like to get your hands on the Freestyle Shark, hit the links in the description below or visit genie.us/neon3 to get this particular color here, or visit genie.us/freestyle to see the entire catalog. And remember to use the coupon code GOAT10 to save you 10% off your order. Oh yeah. Bubble is here to remind you to ram that like button if you're enjoying the video so far, because we are about to get into the cons, the things that I don't like about the Shark watch. Good girl, Bubble. Here's a treat. Just look at her. I wonder what she's thinking about. Looking all over the place. Good girl, Bubble. Now let's get down to business with the cons. These are the things that I don't like about the Freestyle Shark watch. There's two main things that I dislike, but let's get started with a few minor pet peeves. First of all, I don't like that you can't tell what the date is at a glance. Yes, you can see the weekday up there, but you do have to manually press this button to see the date. And as you saw, you have to wait for the word date to get out of the way before you can actually read it. Okay, so not the end of the world, but, you know, not the best. Next up, it's the lack of a custom timer. Now, I know I was raving about this earlier, that you've got these quick presets here, but I'm someone who quite often needs to set a 12-minute timer for volleyball, and there's simply no way to do that. It's either 10 or 15, and that's it. So I would like to see, on top of this quick access here, what if there was one setting that you could just hold it down and also make a custom preset? That would be a great improvement for Freestyle to take on board. And speaking of the timer, you've got this great big digits section here, but yet when we start a 1-minute timer, as you can see, it just stays on 0 here, and you've got to look at these tiny little digits up here to know how many seconds. So in my opinion, at 1 minute or below, those digits should be the main ones on the screen. Next up, guys, I discovered in my game of beach volleyball that there is often a massive underflap that occurs. Now, I've got it nicely tucked away, but this little flap just kept untucking throughout the game, and no matter how hard I tucked it in, it just kept popping out and flapping all over the damn place. So, you know, maybe some kind of a keeper or something would be nice to have that permanently tucked away. Next up, guys, it's the inability to scroll both ways when adjusting the alarm, okay? Now, I understand that this is a bit of a trade-off to enable the benefit of having the backlight on while you adjust it, as we discussed earlier, but all the other buttons are occupied. That's the light, this is to swap between the two, this is to go up, but there is no way to scroll back down, okay? Fortunately, it is quite a pleasant experience to scroll all the way, but it does take a bit of time, and then you lock that in with the final button, okay? A bit of a trade-off with the Casio WS1700H I showed you earlier. You cannot use the backlight, as I said, but look, we can at least scroll up and down. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, here we go, guys. These are the main two things that I really dislike about the Shark Watch, okay? First thing is the bad legibility angle. Wait until you see this, guys. This is literally among the worst I have ever seen. So as you can see, check it out. We can see the time, all right? As we start to turn it, look at how bad it's getting. And now all of a sudden, what the hell is that? This isn't even twisted that far. Like, you could very realistically have this on your wrist, and now look, what the hell? What time is it? Like, that's insane. And the thing is, right, I've got, you know, I could show you various Casios, but I want to show you this watch, right? My Ghost Watch build that I showed you earlier. The module in here literally cost me $3. And I believe that I reckon it's probably going to be better viewing angles. All right, look at that. Can't tell what time it is on the Shark. You can still tell what time it is on the $3 Sinoak module. So I really reckon this is an area that Freestyle needs to improve on. And secondly, my major issue with this watch, you may have been able to guess it, it is this Shark clip, okay? We're going to put it on. As you've seen in the unboxing video, this thing is just an absolute pain in the ass to remove. I've had to constantly have it loose because whenever I want to unclip it, right, if this was tight enough that I couldn't get my finger under there, it's just impossible to undo it, okay? It's really, really a pain. I've done it there, I think, yes. Now, I gave it to my wife to test, to see what she thought as well. She found it incredibly easy to do, and I guess that's because if you've got nails, you know, you can really quite easily just press that out. But for someone like me who keeps their nails short, right, it's just too hard to do. It needs to be improved. Now, the other thing is, guys, if you have this, like I tried putting it on one of my watch cushions, all right? If you have a wrist size like me that's 6.5 inches or 16.5 centimeters, on most watch cushions, that's going to be about as tight as it is. And again, without getting your finger under there, it's an absolute distress to try and remove this thing. Man, very, very annoying. So my suggestion would be to have some kind of, I don't know, what if it had a side press release, guys? Like, you know how you know a typical buckle, like you'll see on a backpack, you can do it from the sides. At least that way, even if it was fully tight, you could do it without having to get under it. So that would be my suggestion. So I do kind of have a solution in mind for this, guys, and that drives us to our next point. It's almost time for the mod, so we're going to try and resolve this issue by swapping out the Shark clip strap. Let's get to it. So here's the plan, guys. We are going to attempt to swap the strap on the Freestyle Shark watch. Now, by memory, this is a 20mm lug width. And let me be honest with you guys, when I ordered this watch, which was literally about a year ago now, I preemptively got 2 strap options to use, okay? I wanted them to be colorful. One of them I actually ended up using on another build. As you can see, I got this comfy nylon orange strap, but we ended up using that on the Rebel Pilot build, which is here if you missed that review, although I think I've linked too many videos, so if not here, I'll leave it down for you in the description. But anyway, I did also get one other orange strap option, which hopefully I still have here in my box. I can't see why I wouldn't. Let's take a look here. Oh, and I've got these straps. Guys, I've got another build that's going to use these transparent straps. I can't wait for that. Make sure you're a subscriber so you don't miss that one. Where are we? Uh-oh. No, I know it's in here. It's definitely... Maybe it's rolled to the back. Oh, hang on. Yes. Here it is. So these are silicone straps, I believe. Lovely bright orange color. Originally when I bought these, I thought, you know, I might get a bit fed up with this bright pink, so this will be cool. So let's bust these out and give it a try. Alrighty, now before we go ahead and install these, I wanted to answer a viewer question, okay? One of you guys wanted to know whether these straps could be used on another watch. So we're going to test that out by removing these, and I was just wondering, man, what watch could I put these straps on? Then I realized I do have one that's got 20mm straps. It's the Rebel Pilot, isn't it? So we will try these on if we can get these off here. So let's take a look here. Oh dear. I don't think there's much room to use a spring bar tool, is there? Are these even... Oh yeah, let's give it a try. So I've got my spring bar tool here. Oh yeah, it's going to be tricky though. Come on. Oh, there we go. Whoa! That thing went absolutely flying. Okay. So you've got to kind of pull that down a bit, then get under it. Come on. Ooh. Oh God, they do not make this easy, guys. I tell you what. Oh. Come on. Bro. No way. Get. Whew. There we go. God damn. That was not easy. So, Rebel Pilot, here we go. Let's answer this viewer's question and see how these straps go on here. Okay. Get one in first. You know what? Wait, look at the... Even the way... Hang on. We are not using these spring bars, guys. Look at the way they're designed. They are not made to be grabbed by a standard spring bar tool. That's ridiculous. So we're going to pop those... We're not going to use them. See, a typical spring bar has these nice notches there for you to get your spring bar tool. So we'll just use these. Pop that in there. Get one side in first. Come on. There we go. Get the other one. So yeah, if Freestyle wanted you to be able to, you know, swap and customize the straps, they really haven't made it easy, have they, by using those weird spring bars. Oh yeah, there you go, mate. You absolutely can use them on other watches. Let's bang this one on. Probably have a different strap size with these adapters. Oh, there you go. Check it out. Hope that answers your question. Now, let's get these new straps on to the Freestyle. So, here we go. Now, I haven't opened these straps yet. Is there a little pull open? All right. Oh, here we go. And I'm hoping that they are quick release. I bet they are. Yes, that's a huge relief. Maybe Freestyle could think about doing this with their straps so they're a bit easier to customize. Anyway, hopefully this is the 22mm size. We just put that there, use our nail. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah. I'm hopeful. Let's get this next one on. Oh, too far. Bang. Look at that. Let's get it on for a wrist check. My God, these are very, very soft and supple, guys. Oh yeah, we've got double keepers there. This is super comfy. You ready? Boom. Look at that. Very cool. It's got the same, you know, it's still a vibrant neon color with the orange. Looks really nice with the neon green and transparent blue, but it's not overkill. It's not overdoing it with the the default super bright straps. So let me know what you think down below, guys. Do you think this is an improvement, or let me know your thoughts? Links to all the tools, parts, and watches that you've seen today will be left for you in the description below. And don't forget, if you do want to get a shark, use the discount code GOAT10 and check out genie.us/freestyle to see the full catalog. And as a quick little bonus for you guys, who else wants to know what's under this faceplate? All right, I want to see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and unscrew this and find out. And here comes the faceplate. Oh, got a bit of bite left in this screw. Come on, easy. There we go. So there you have it, folks. You know what? That looks pretty cool as well, but it does look a bit naked without that bezel protecting the lens, doesn't it? Anyway, guys, hope you've liked the video. Do make sure you're a subscriber. Here's our Goat Crew channel members. A massive thank you, guys, for supporting the channel. You absolute legends. And here is a link to join us if you are interested in being part of the Goat Crew. And here's a link to a related video to watch next and a watch modding playlist, which you should also check out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. Yes, good girl.